I am so sorry, y'all. I've tried to start this video like 4 freaking times. Several times my cats decided to use the litter box, and then right in like the thick of it, not the like thick of it, but like the first few where I got to the first pile, they just started fighting, like all of them, and you could hear them. They were slamming each other into the damn ground. So much shit was going on. They were yelling, screaming. So I'm just gonna reset this space because I just got done fussing at them about, fighting. They're 4 boys, so you know how that goes. Excuse me. So yeah, I just reset the space. So starting out, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Sorry, by the way, it's Sailor Moon. I love Sailor Moon. But anyways, so starting out, in the first pile, you guys have gifted, the divine director, and then you have meditation. So this is pretty much telling me that, you guys are the chosen ones. You guys are here for a reason. You guys have a certain purpose. Whether that's your creativity, like if you work with your hands, if you draw, like my friend's a tattoo artist, and, her energy and her creative mindset that she's bringing into that, that's a part of her purpose. Me, I love music. I love doing this stuff. I love, teaching people, like whatever your purpose is, whatever you're being called to do, whatever your gift is, that's your purpose. That's what you're here to do on this earth, and you're being divinely guided, right? So divine intervention is happening, and that may kind of seem like that's a bad thing, like things are moving slow, like nothing is happening, but in actuality, what your guides are doing when they step in and intervene in your path is they're trying to make sure that all the energy is cleared out, so you have the means to move forward without like any obstacles. There may be like regular obstacles in life that you can't help, life lessons that you can't help, but things that you can help, things that you can change, you can shift, you can move around. That's what they're here for. They're here to, put a pause on your plans so you can recycle energy out, move energy out that's not needed, and make room for, new energy, which amplifies your blessings, right? So with the meditation card, that's pretty much telling me that with this Cancer full moon, you guys are being called to go within, to really meditate and to dive deep within your consciousness and ask yourself, ask your higher self, ask your soul, what needs to be let go? What do I need to let go? And that could be like thoughts, that could be fears, that could be like, let's say, how do I explain this? Like, like let's say back then you believe that loyalty meant that you stuck by somebody through thick and thin, right? But as you grow older and you understand the exchange of energy, you understand, the essence of energy and the essence of your energy and how important it is and the power of choice, you realize that, a lot of the people that you really don't like vibe with their morals right now. So that means like you're shifting, you're changing, and a lot of those beliefs and, core beliefs that you've had that may have stuck with you through conditioning from your family members, your ancestors. It could be something that's been embedded in your DNA, like certain beliefs, like, let's say if it's in your family to like let's say if it's in your family to stick by a husband or a boyfriend that has cheated on you several freaking times, and your family is telling you, oh, you need to work it out. No, like that doesn't feel right with you. That doesn't sit right with you. So instead of listening to that, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be walking away and moving towards something better, because you deserve better. The worth of your energy. So things like that, little things that are on the inside, that are in your mind, that are in your consciousness, beliefs, certain, even relationships in your life, things that don't matter. Spirit's asking you to go within your own consciousness and to ask your higher self to present you with these things so you can figure out what you need to let go of with this full moon. So moving on to the next pile, you have the change of mind, you have the Cernunos, and then you have movement. So again, like this is just like saying this going into meditation, going into a silent reflective period is going to change your mind about what you want for yourself. And remember how I said, life force energy, Cernanos right here is talking about life force, energy. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increasing. So with the sexual and sensual and sexual powers that are increasing right about now, that's kind of giving me like your solar plexus and your root chakra and your sacral. And even though your solar plexus isn't connected to that sexual sense of yourself, with that solar plexus upgrade, that's giving you confidence that you need in order to follow your passion, to allow yourself to be free, to feel grounded here in the 3D while following the path that you're meant, and while staying, within the 5D consciousness, which is like, if you're familiar with the heavens or the realities, you have your 3D, which is like the lack mindset, the shadow aspects of yourself. And the fourth dimension is kind of like, you're getting out of that, you're shifting into the fifth dimension. And the fifth dimension is where, you're focused on your path, you're focused on manifesting, you're focused on keeping your energy straight and balancing your energy and making sure that your energetic body is strong and you're staying in that energetic mindset. Like your mind is on the game. Your mind is focused on the game, is focused on love and compassion, and understanding that anything of the 3D reality that's not real, nothing but love is real. And that following your passion and doing what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime is love. Your job, your mission is to express love through your gifts, through your creations. You're here to have heaven on earth. That's the vibration of the fifth dimension. And I can go much more into it, but I just want to keep it brief for like the sake of the time. So that's like the direction that spirit is kind of having you going. And for you guys that don't really know how I operate, it's, my spreads are different, but a lot of the times my spreads go like this, like that. So that's where I'm reading so you can follow. So going back to Cernanos, you're getting a, like what I'm feeling like is your root chakra, your sacral, and your solar plexus is being strengthened and more grounded. So you're more comfortable in this reality and you don't really have to like worry about finances or worry about anything. Like what really you're trying to be pushed into is a state of trust. That's why your root chakra is getting, an upgrade, is because you're learning how to trust in spirit and trust that the universe is going to take care of you. You're going to have everything that you need while you follow your, path. That doesn't mean that you're not going to run into challenges, 555. That doesn't mean that, shit's not going to hit the fan every once in a while, because those are life lessons. That's how you learn and you grow. But that just means you're going to be protected through it all. And there's going to be good out of it all, as long as you hold on to the lesson that you're needing to learn. So, you have the movement card right here. And going into here is prayers. Like, that's basically saying like when you decide to go within yourself and, get rid of all these things and really ask yourself what you need to get rid of, and you clear that energy out, that's going to bring you closer to your your manifestations. And when you have that energy, or like when you create that vacuum within yourself, that does put you at a certain type of authority over yourself. So you have to be in your truth, and you can't go back to your past. And this is what this choice card here is for. And with Joan of Arc, she's saying stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. You can't go back. Like, you got to move forward. You can't allow your past to hold you back. So if you're leaving shit in your fucking past, y'all, that means you need to stay in your past. It does not need to come back, whether they're people, places, thoughts, fears, whatever it is, jobs, whatever. It needs to stay in the fucking past, because it's not coming with you to where you are in the future. Where you are in the future, these past scenarios, these past thoughts, beliefs, people, they are not allowed to come with you, because they haven't done the work like you have. They haven't done everything that you've done in order to get to where you are today. They haven't put in the work. A lot of people are refusing to put in the work, and they're staying in the 3D consciousness. And that's not to put like any blame. I don't want to put blame, because you are the reason why you're stuck 9 times out of 10. And I know that's kind of blunt of me to say, but it's the truth. But it's not to persecute these people, but it's just to pretty much state that they are where they are at in their journey, and give them love, give them the peace sign, but that doesn't mean that you need to entertain that shit, because you are a reflection of the energy that you are around. And if you can't continuously be in the same environment that you were in when you had all these past beliefs, and try to look forward. You need to be in a whole brand new environment. So that means you need to stand strong, stand true in where you are and who you are. And just know that the prayers that you put out, whatever you're manifesting, you're being aligned with that. But you do have to make the choice to either, stay behind or move forward, because everything right here is just telling me everything that you've ever wanted is on the other side of you making this choice. So this really is about like a choice of, to me, life or death. Like, do you want to experience consistent death, which is staying in the 3D reality, staying in that bickering energy, that, third dimension BS that everybody's on? Or are you going to come onto the side where you're returning to spirit, you're gaining these past aspects of yourself, you're moving forward, you're in clear communication with the divine, because you got Mercury here, open communication, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard, an oath. Like, this is your oath. Like, when you decided to reincarnate in this lifetime, you told yourself you were going to follow your highest timeline without like a shadow of a doubt. Like, you're always going to choose you. So what you need to do is you need to stand tall and stand firm in that decision and do what's best for you. Sorry, y'all. So I had to get my cat from doing some wild shit. But anyways, so yes, like, you guys need to make sure that you choose what's best for you. And it may hurt to leave things behind, leave people behind. It may feel confusing as hell to not know if you're making the right decision, to not know what you're doing or where you're going. But trust the darkness, trust the void, because in the void, like, after you come out as a beautiful butterfly. You go from a caterpillar to being the cocoon, you come out to a beautiful butterfly. And it's freaking funny how I said that, because look at this mediumship card. Like, it's like a butterfly. Like, you guys are transforming, you guys are moving on to that final, I feel like it's a final stage. Like, this is the final stage that's going to set you on that path that you're going to be going on, for the rest of your life. Like, you going over this hump will be like that last hump you make. And you're on that wave, you're on that ride, you're on that timeline, and you're going to be on that wave for years, for the rest of your life. You're not going to be able to, go backwards from that. Like, right now, you have the option to either go backwards or go forward. But once you go forward, there's no going backwards. There really isn't. So, with the mediumship card, the Horus cosmic gateway, your thoughts are magnetic and powerful, miraculous changes are occurring. Like, once you step into this and you make this decision, like, you're gonna have, like, what I heard is like granted access to manifesting your heart's desires, manifesting whatever you want, whatever you need. But you're also going to understand that you are connected to spirit. You are connected to your, intuition. When you connect to your intuition, you're connecting to all that is. You're connecting to consciousness. Like, it's like you're going to be in the grid. So that means you're going to have, and even if you don't know, which I feel like if you're tuning into this and you're watching this, you know exactly what tuning into your intuition is, how to do it, what gets in the way, all that. You're going to figure out a way for you to connect back with yourself. Like, for me, I have my tarot cards. Like, yes, I communicate clairaudiently with my guides, yes. But a lot of the times, I do it with my cards because it gives me, more details, on like the path that I'm on, and what to do, what not to do, what decision to make, what not to make. You're going to find your own way of communicating with your guides and your intuition and filling your soul and communicating with your higher self on, what decisions to make. what you know what direction you need to go in. And so with the love card, you know, and this is the card number is 10, so like this also kind of confirms, like, you know, you're closing a cycle. Like, I'm pretty sure if you guys are watching this video, you have no choice but to close the cycle out. This is gonna lead to like ultimate fulfillment of your heart and your soul. Like, you following your purpose, you're not going to try to find happiness in another person. You're going to understand that fulfillment truly comes from you, from your heart. What makes you feel, you know, like you're giving love out to the universe. That is the ultimate fulfillment that you're going to be reaching. You're going to have, you know, your heart's going to be full. Your heart's going to be open. Your heart chakra is just going to be bursting with love and life, and you're going to have this zest for life, this creative energy around you, and you're going to understand, like, yo, I can manifest whatever the fuck I want, you know. And if it's not going to come to me, that's because A, divine timing is in play, or B, I can do better. I can get better. So I did want to say that. I don't want to remove anything, so let's see here. Let me go ahead and move some decks around. I want to pull a few angel cards because this is going to go a little bit deeper. Wow. Okay, here we go. It's funny how I mentioned Archangel. Well, I didn't think I mentioned Archangel Gabriel in the beginning of this video, but Archangel Gabriel is my channeling guide, and he helps me bring in the messages that I need for the collective. And he's coming out right now. So you guys have Athena, you have Archangel Gabriel, and you have Shakti. So Athena, she's saying it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others. So I feel like this is for my people that, you know, fear persecution or fear judgment for deciding to step out on their own path and do their own thing. You know, like, let's say if, you know, you have a creative venture and no one really believes in it like you do, but you know that this is what you're supposed to be doing. Whatever venture you're trying to set yourself out on, you know, Athena is saying, like, bro, like, you're doing everything exactly right. You're making the right moves for yourself, and you're following your heart and your soul's calling. So do it. Like, you don't have to be mad at them. You let them talk. You let them project, because they're not following their path. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're just as fucking confused. But you understand because you were once there. So, you know, they're telling you just to continuously move forward and focus on, you know, you. And it's safe for you to be powerful. It's safe for you to make these decisions, for you to do what you feel like you need to do. And right underneath that, you have Aurora. And as she's, you know, it's saying you are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. So this could be jealousy. This could be people saying some stupid shit like, oh, you're so fucking lucky. And again, you're not lucky. You did the work. You did everything that you were supposed to. And I mean, look a little bit like y'all are chosen. So yeah, you guys do have a lot of luck, but luck can only go so far. Like, you actually have to do the work to fully experience the full, you know, effect of the blessings, right? So don't pay that jealousy no mind. Move forward, step over those people that are jealous, because you're moving on to bigger and better. And so with Archangel Gabriel, it says you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. Yes, don't let other people and their disbelief in you and, you know, their yapping and yakking stop you from what you're supposed to be doing. And right underneath it says, like, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving. Divine guidance and assistance is with you. You deserve heaven's help. So, you know, like, if you guys have been, like, asking for, you know, the fears to be removed, the challenges with other people to be removed, it's being removed for you. So the tower moments that are going to be happening within, like, the next month, within Mercury retrograde and, you know, through the Venus retrograde, allow them to happen, allow the towers to fall, because these things, people, they're not supposed to be in your life. They're being removed so you won't hear any doubt. Like, you're supposed to be, like, conscious free. All the things that are getting in the way of you pursuing what you need to pursue, on your path is being removed. You're supposed to have a clear, level-headed. So, you know, all the things and people that get in the way of that, whether you're working too much, you're working too many hours, you may lose your job that just came out for somebody. Something may change where you have to let something go. It's for the best. It's for the better. It's because you need to cleanse shit out. Like, for those that don't know me, I was working 2 jobs. I was working pretty much 7 days a week. And I would literally work 8 hours a day on the weekend, sometimes more, like, you know, maybe sometimes 12. But I would literally be working 14 hours a day, you know, working and then door dashing to make my ends meet. And then something happened to my car and I can't drive. But I realized I have so much space in my mind, so much fire within me to complete my purpose, to write my music, to do this for you guys. Like, my life was opened up from the inside out, and it may seem like this big old tower moment, but when you really think about it, it's a blessing, because you have room and you have space to do what you need to do, you know, for yourself, for the collective, right? So that's what Spirit is basically saying. Like, you're being guided, but don't look at it as a bad. Look at the lesson. Look at what you're gaining out of, you know, the tower moments that are happening right now. So, and this also goes for, like, the people that have had tower moments happen in the past and they aren't able to see the good in it. Those are for you guys as well. So next you have Shanti. I am the angel of, you know, peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. And then you have Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your expectations. So this is pretty much confirmation. Like, you guys are having all obstacles moved after this. Once you guys figure out what's holding you back, all obstacles are going to be removed. And you're going to be continuously greeted with peace. Like, figure out what your symbol of peace is. Like, Spirit will send you Spirit, your guardian angels, your guides will send you a number, or, you know, a spirit animal, or some little thing in your reality that's going to let you know that peace is near. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to the signs, because you're going to be presented with, like, some comfort in that manner to let you know, that everything's going to be okay. Like, you're nearing the end of this cycle. Don't let it frustrate you. Hold on. Normally, when I'm about to give up, I see angel number 303. That's my favorite number, because I know that that's the number that's letting me know, you know, even though it's tough right now, it's about to let up and things are going to be, you know, looking better for me. So next, what I want to do is I want to ask the spirit guides, I want to ask, like, what do you guys need to do right now while things are clearing themselves out? Okay, let's see here. All right, then fine. I'm going to ask another question because they're telling me to ask this question. So, future. After the full moon, or let's say after the retrograde, what energy will they be in after the retrograde? Oh, wow. That was the right question to ask, because they gave me plenty. Okay. One more. 2 more. Is that all? Okay. I am being called to grab this deck, and I don't really use this deck as often, just because, you know, sometimes they're super hard to shuffle. Oh, they said grab from the back. Okay, so let me shuffle a little bit. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aw, you guys. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Look at that. So I love this energy, because pretty much what I'm getting is, like, you know, after the Mercury retrograde, you guys are going to be presented with multiple opportunities. Like, what they told me, the vision that they gave me is like a tape, like the VCH, I forgot what they are, but the VHS tapes. Yeah, VHS tapes. And when you press resume, and everything just starts to move forward. Like, that is the vision that they gave me. So, like, your divine intervention won't be so heavy anymore, and you're going to be presented with, you know, opportunities that pretty much better suit you. Wow. And you guys are going to have like a changed perception. Like, you have back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. Like, your perception's going to change, and you're going to realize, like, wow, I have so many opportunities for love around me. I have so many opportunities of fulfillment around me. I have so many things that I can do. Like, your purpose isn't just limited to one thing. Like, you're going to be recognizing so many more of your talents, and you're going to be recognizing what you truly bring to the table, because you don't have so much fear, and, you know, crappy negative people behind you holding you back, right? So you're going to be exposed to a lot more, and things are going to be flowy a lot more. You're going to know how to maneuver throughout your cycles no matter what happens. So, you know, you have confirmation with Sarasvati. Express yourself through your creative activities. This is giving me vibes of you can create your reality. You can create whatever you want to have in your reality, and you're going to understand how to do that, and you're going to understand you have the free will and the power to do that. So treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. You're going to be you're going to be in a deep state of love here, but I'm also getting, for those people that have, you know, certain family members that have certain health issues, I'm kind of getting, love them, hang tight to them, because they might be checking out into this world early. They might be checking out early. They might be, you know, deciding that they want to end their contract on this life and start a brand new contract in the next round of souls that are going to be reincarnating to initiate the healing of their soul karma, basically. So, you know, there's going to be a lot more love, but love your family. Love on those sick people. Love on those that, you know, maybe having heart health issues and heart health problems, but really you're going to be able to just create your reality just out of, you know, the feeling of love within your heart, because your heart space is going to be truly, you know, healed and whole. So with the hawk, the omens and messages, that's kind of giving me vibes like you guys are going to be more in sync with the universe, and you're going to understand that the universe will be pouring its abundance out to you. So be open to receiving. So that's kind of letting me know, like, you guys are going to be following that balance of giving and receiving. Like, you guys are going to be able to teeter-totter back between the two, which is honestly one of the biggest things of manifesting, is learning how to give and receive, and how to make sure that you're giving and receiving, but also you have reciprocity in your relationships. And wow, look at that. Physical touch, a tender touch can mean so much. Like right there. Relationships, wealth. Like, you're gonna have healthy relationships, abundant relationships within, you know, your reality that are going to support you. You know, I'm hearing like soul tribe, soul vibes type of things. Like, you're going to be meeting with the right type of people. And for some of you, you're going to meet that one. You're going to get that relationship that you know, want. You're going to start that. You're going to start over. Like, for my divine masculines and feminines, like twin flame journey, you're going to have the opportunity for union if you've healed and if you've let go of all the things that are blocking your union. I do want to say that. So this is going to be like wealth in every shape, way, and form in every area of your life. So next you have Arikura blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process. And then you have I love you. These are powerful words, and the knowledge and healing. So it looks like, so it looks like this is going to be like the beginning of true unconditional love, and understanding true and unconditional love within, you know, your inner world, and how to give that out, you know, outwards. And I feel like this is talking about like being able to not be triggered by the outside world and by people around you, because I feel like right now, we're about to be presented with a lot of people that are really in their shadow aspects. Like, people are no longer going to be able to hide whether or not they're in their shadow side or their shadow self. So with that being said, you're going to be seeing a lot of that shit, and it may fucking hurt for a while, but you're after, especially after, you know, going through this whole, you know, this full moon cycle, you're going to know how to better maneuver this and understand it, and come back with compassion. It may knock you off guard a little bit because you were on like a euphoric high for such a long time, but you're gonna get back up. You're gonna know, because you're just getting started. So be patient with yourself in the process. Always choose love. Always choose to give love and to be love. And understand that when you choose to be love and to give love, you're not only giving healing to yourself, but you're giving healing to the other people. And you're choosing to forgive right on the spot and not hold anybody accountable for the shadow aspects. Because again, anything other than love is not real. Love is the realest energy and the most beautiful energy that we can embody as a collective, as a light workers. That's our job, is to give love and to guide people and to lead people on how to love correctly. Okay, so let's see here. Shuffle. So to end it, I want to pick up some because I love Sailor Moon. I want to do like a little sailor shuffle is what I call them. Sailor shuffle. And also I did want to say, like, some of you guys might be getting 3030 on the clock. I saw that earlier today. Like, some of you guys may be getting heart palpitation, which should let you know that you're on the right track. Come on, y'all. No? So I guess they don't want me to pull any sailor cards then. So I'll pull out some sailor messages. Some little Usagi messages. So, okay. Relax. Relax. Heartbreak. So you may be going through like a really rough period right now emotionally. There may be like a lot of emotional turmoil coming up. What does this say? Wow. That may be coming up in your life. Speak out. Don't let people punk you. You may have to use your voice. You may have to stand tall within your integrity and speak up for yourself, and to truly let people know that they can't fuck with you like that. And sometimes you do. Like, it's not all love and light. You can't just be passive. Like, sometimes you have to use your voice and to speak out, because people will really come at you sideways nowadays. So, with the relax card, take some time out to yourself to relax, to fully embody that feminine energy, and take care of your mind, body, and soul. Give yourself a peace of mind, but, definitely take the time to speak out about your desires, whether you're telling the universe, your guides, what you want, or you're telling somebody to, pretty much fuck off and leave you alone. Like, you need to speak up. That's why you have a voice. That's why, Athena was telling you to assert yourself in a loving manner. You know how to speak up for yourself without, stooping to their level and being an asshole. Sometimes you have to be super stern, but that's okay. You know how not to be an asshole. Trust yourself enough not to be an asshole. I always say, like, pray and ask your guides for the right words to say before you speak to somebody. You don't have to respond, even though like that energy may feel like that in the heat of the moment. You don't have to respond right then and there. Give yourself time to respond. Even if they're calling you up with some bullshit, like, say, look, I need some time to cool down. I will hit you up later. Or you don't even have to tell them, to cool down if you're like me and you got like a little bit like, pride stuff going on there. You don't even have to let people know like you're upset. You could just let people know, like, look, I don't have the time to deal with this right now. I'm busy. I'm out and about. I'll hit you back up when I have the time to, when I'm ready. Put that boundary right then and there, and let them know you entertain bullshit on your own fucking time. And then you think about your response. You pray, you ask, 33:11 on the clock. You ask your guides, okay, please give me the right words to say, and I guarantee you, you will have the right words to say. So speak out, speak up for yourself, relax. If you're going through a rough time, if you're going through a heartbreak right now, it could be romantic, it could be, friendship, it could be just the fact that your heart is purging because you're shifting timelines, you're shifting realities, you're shifting mindsets, you're shifting perceptions. It'll all be over soon. That's why you need to relax, and you need to be adamant on your boundaries. You need to let people know what you need, because right now it's a time for you to feed yourself. This retrograde, this full moon is all about coming home to the self, because it's within Cancer, coming to your inner home, cleansing things out, putting boundaries up so you have time to do that. It's also about getting yourself ready, especially because we're in Aquarius season, getting yourself ready to put your best foot forward so you can come out and show out in the best way possible, right? So, yes, my people, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I definitely appreciate you guys listening. I hope this reading gave you guys some help, gave you guys some assurance. I hope it just confirmed whatever's going on, you know, in your life, in your mind. Again, I do want to say this too. Hug your loved ones that are sick or in the hospital. You know, even if they're not, hug them, love them, because you never know when they're going to check out on this earth. You know, give love, be love, operate from a place of love, even when it's hard. The more you do it, the more you do it in every situation, the more you learn how to do what's best for the highest good of all. And it definitely does become easier, and I'm speaking from, you know, experience. Like, you know, you can feel however you want to feel, but how you react and how you respond is very important. That's the one thing that you can control. So I suggest you control how you respond and how you react to people. You know, even if you want to react and go fucking crazy, don't let that other person know it or show it. Express your emotions, rage on your own, and then go back and respond. Always. And that's going to be a big theme for Mercury retrograde, because people are about to show their ass. You know, again, people, I'm going to create another video about that another day, but I did have a dream for the collective energy that showed me how people are going to really be within these next few years. And I wanted to say months, but no, years felt right. Like, people are going to be wilding out within these next few years, because we're really coming to a point of time where, you know, you either have the choice to stay in the third dimension, or you can ascend and do the work that your soul needs you to do, and take the time out to grow and move on to better. There's a lot of people that are scared to do better. So for you guys that have watched this video and that are on this path, like, congratulations to you. I'm so proud of you, because this is not an easy road. Like, this is the road of the chosen ones, is not an easy ass road. And that may sound cliche, but no, it really isn't easy. It's hard to call yourself out. It's hard to, you know, shift paradigms and to shift mindsets, to change ancestral woundings, to be the black sheep, to do the different, to just be you. It's hard because this world is so heavily, you know, 3D conditioned. And a lot of the times, you know, with the world that we've been in, it's easy to choose violence. It's easy to choose problems. It's easy to be messy. It's easy to be petty. And it's harder to choose love, because that means that, you know, in the ego mind, you're giving up power and you're giving it to somebody else, when in reality it's reversed. You're giving nobody power over you. You're giving nobody dominion over you. You're doing what's best for you. And that is power, you know, and that every time you choose love, you level up. Literally, you level up. You open up a part of yourself that opens you up to the divine consciousness. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening to my channeling. I hope you guys return. I'm probably going to be doing more collective readings. Hit up my TikTok if you want weekly readings. I decided to do weeklies on TikTok and possibly Instagram, and the more in-depth collective readings will be on YouTube. I'm also going to be doing a bi-monthly shadow work reading as well, coming up soon, and I'm going to start this month. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and you guys have a wonderful night. Get some rest easy, and I love you all. Bye-bye.